From the University of La Verne, this is Foothill Community News.
Hello, and welcome to our final edition of Foothill Community News. From the University of La Verne, I'm Nate Rodriguez.
And I'm Camila de la Fuente. Topping our news, a suspect in the shooting death of a San Dimas man is behind bars today and is now charged with 4 murders, including the killing of 3 homeless men in Los Angeles. Police arrested Jared Joseph Powell for allegedly robbing and shooting 42-year-old Nicholas Cymbalin of San Dimas after following him home from a charging station in West Covina. Cymbalin was in his garage when he was gunned down on November 28th. Police arrested Powell after pulling him over in a traffic stop when it appeared his license plate matched one seen in a surveillance video. A handgun found in Powell's car was linked to the murders of the 3 Los Angeles men on November 26th, 27th, and 29th, and is believed to be connected to Cymbalin's death. Los Angeles County Sheriff Robert Luna says there was no connection between the 4 killings and no relation between Powell and Cymbalin. If convicted of his charges, Powell could face life in prison without parole.
The new year could bring a new strike for trade workers at Cal State universities. Workers walked off the job in a one-day strike, calling for an end to unfair labor practices. I visited the Cal Poly Pomona campus to get the story. Skilled trade workers in the California State University system struck last month, saying the university is not bargaining in good faith. The union's labor contract expired in June, and after months of negotiation, the parties failed to reach an agreement.
They knew that we would have to ultimately come to this point, but they didn't think that we would actually be able to do it, and I think people are out here showing them that they're ready to go.
Teamsters Local 2010, which represents more than 1,000 essential trade workers at the CSUs, called the strike. They say the workers are underpaid and the university's offer of a 5% general wage increase is insufficient to keep up with inflation. They also say that the step increases in pay are calculated in a way that denies workers fair raises.
A lot of these guys, we work hard and we don't get compensated for it. We're in negotiations right now asking for 6%, 7%, and we can't even get that.
According to the union, CSU workers are paid almost 24% less than their University of California counterparts, who are also represented by Teamsters.
We're overworked and we're underpaid a lot. I've been here like almost 10 years, and they're just they keep adding things onto your workload, and you just keep doing them and doing them and doing them, and then they don't even recognize what kind of job you're doing.
According to a statement from the California State University Chancellor's Office, the CSU and Teamsters have reached impasse in their contract negotiations but are still engaged in the bargaining process under state law. The CSU remains committed to the collective bargaining process and reaching a negotiated agreement for increased compensation with the Teamsters, as they have done with 5 of their other employee unions in recent weeks. The union says if the university is unwilling to offer a fair economic proposal, it is prepared to take the next step.
If after today the university does not come to the table with something fair that the workers deserve, we are planning to go back on strike sometime in January.
22 of the 23 Cal State schools participated in the Step Up or Strikeout event as Teamsters and the university continue their negotiations into the winter break.
A new respiratory illness in dogs has been spreading across the U.S. recently. Reporter Stephen Gilson Jr. tells pet owners what to look out for.
Dog owners like Silvia Armenta have been practicing caution with their pets in light of a new respiratory illness.
She will not get groomed for a good time until all this has been resolved, and just keep her as much as possible away from other dogs.
Cases have been reported in 14 states, and 10 cases have been reported here in Los Angeles County, according to the LA County Department of Public Health. Dogs infected with the illness can present symptoms including a wheezing cough, lethargy, lack of appetite, and in some cases, pneumonia, which can be fatal. Veterinarians say some of the most common ways of transmission is through droplets in the air, shared water bowls or toys, and close contact in an enclosed area like a boarding facility or a dog park, and is similar to COVID-19. San Dimas Animal Hospital veterinarian Dr. Rodney Dillon says that he has not seen any cases of it yet in his practice.
I know it's coming to the holiday time right now where sometimes you can't avoid it, but if you regularly take your dog to boarding or any of those facilities, I would say right now exercise some caution.
But dog owners should be careful when taking their pets outside of their home. Because doctors don't know whether the illness is fungal, bacterial, or some type of virus, there is no effective treatment at this time, which can be frustrating for pet owners.
Yes, that's the most important thing. Since we don't have a really good treatment for this condition, the antibiotics do not work, and that's why we're getting a little bit, the people are more frustrated. The prevention is the best key.
Doctors say that the best preventative measure to take at this time is to make sure that your dog is updated on all of its current vaccines, especially for respiratory illnesses that include Bordetella, Parvo, and the influenza virus. I'm Stephen Gilson Jr., Foothill Community News.
Pets aren't the only ones at risk of becoming sick. According to the California Department of Health, COVID-19 cases are on the rise in Los Angeles County. The number of hospitalizations has gone up more than 13% in the last month. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends that everyone who is eligible update their booster shot to protect against new variants.
When it comes to mental health, men tend to play down their problems because society says they have to man up. Reporter Michael Hill takes a look at how movement can positively impact mental health.
Lululemon hosted yoga exercises, meditation, and group discussion to bring awareness to men's mental health. Yoga teacher and nurse Michael Linera says events like this help to open a dialogue on mental health issues.
It starts, making people feel more comfortable, being vulnerable, so that we can start talking about those feelings and address it, so that we break the cycles of ineffective coping, of all of these issues that we are hiding and keeping in.
Yoga and meditation teacher Jordan Chach is the founder and owner of Mindful Space Yoga and Meditation Studio. She uses yoga to release trapped emotions.
We also hold tension, from the activities that we do, but also from just stress and anxiety and depression. So all of those feelings and emotions that we can kind of trapped in our body. So the yoga can help move through that.
University of Verne professor of human sexuality, Dr. John Bartel, says men have trouble expressing their emotions because society teaches them to suppress their feelings.
It's like we're almost taught to suppress everything that is feminine or female or something like that, and so we end up repressing those identified parts inside of us, and it's just not healthy.
This event was a great way to show awareness for men's mental health, but this was just a start. This is Michael Hill, Foothill Community News.
When we come back, we'll spread holiday cheer with a look at some annual Christmas events.
And lighting up the night and your imagination at the Pomona Fairplex. We'll be right back.
Anyone will tell you, battling cancer is not pretty, and neither are the complications you may not see coming, like lymphedema, LE for short, a chronic disease that can leave anyone undergoing cancer treatment with a lifetime of swelling and pain, often affecting one's entire body and sense of self. If you're facing a cancer diagnosis, discuss lymphedema with your doctor. With knowledge and action, we can learn and live.
Visitors to the Pomona Fairplex are getting an eyeful during an immersive light experience and holiday show going on this month. I went to see what all the fuss was all about. Imaginarium, the largest holiday and fantasy light show in Southern California, made its debut at the Fairplex with over 5 million LED lights.
People come in here and the first thing they want to know is what's going on? What's around the next corner?
With over 1.5 miles filled with 10 immersive experience zones and more than 25 larger-than-life creatures, there was something for everyone to kick off the holiday season.
It kind of brings you back to a little bit of a childhood. This honestly reminded me Alice in Wonderland.
Visitors could stroll through a romantic rose garden with more than 35,000 LED roses in bloom or among fields of flowers. They can venture under the sea or explore the enchanted forest. With glowing tunnels, swans, and something new at every corner, people of all ages could let their imagination run wild. There was also live entertainment and interactive games for visitors to enjoy.
I feel like it's important to have these kind of events to like bring the community together and also so like people can have fun.
Each Imaginarium show is a different design, and the team says it plans to offer more shows with new features in the upcoming year.
A Pomona neighborhood got into the Christmas spirit with its annual Christmas on Columbia celebration. Reporter Michelle Roldan has that story.
It started as a neighborhood watch group to patrol Columbia Avenue in Pomona. Now, Christmas on Columbia has become an annual celebration with even more streets getting involved. The streets have Christmas names like Winter on Wisconsin, Angels on Alvarado, Rudolph on Randolph, and Chestnuts on Chester. Each night at 5 p.m., the street lights up with all the different Christmas decorations.
We like to keep everybody together, everyone happy. You know, the neighbors are really strong here. It's perfect. It's something other than the negativity that we get around here.
Christmas on Columbia kicked off December 2nd with the help of local leaders and entertainment by Ganesha High School's ROTC, cheerleaders, and a performance by the Baile Folklorico group No Te Rajes Jalisco.
It's just so nice being here. They have dancers and they have a DJ playing music and everybody's friendly and it's been just really nice.
Neighbors began preparing for Christmas on Columbia last month. It aims to bring a free-of-cost holiday experience for all local communities to walk and see the lights, meet Santa Claus, and enjoy some treats.
We would love everyone to come over. It's not just about the Pomona community. It's about bringing neighbors together. If we can bring Laverne, Claremont, Upland, bring us all together.
The key highlight today was not just the joyful celebrations and beautiful decorations, but bringing community together. Christmas on Columbia will be on the 400 block west of Columbia Avenue until December 31st. I'm Michelle Roldan reporting for Foothill Community News.
The city of San Dimas kicked off the Christmas season with its holiday extravaganza and annual tree lighting. Reporter Aiden Valderas was there to give us a look at the fun festivities.
The fun kicked off with a parade, showcasing plenty of San Dimas representation, with the mayor, Senate members, San Dimas High School, and the city's sports teams.
It's our first time at this event. I want to say for me it's just important to build like different traditions with my kids and just create memories with them.
Parade participants gave out candy on the street to kids. Foothill Transit, San Dimas Little League, Boy and Girl Scouts, dance and band groups, and even the fire department got in on all the fun. One of the organizations showcased was the AYSO boys team. Father Stephen Banning was proud to be able to support his son at the parade.
I'm most excited for my older son is walking with his soccer team, and they went to the finals. Unfortunately, they lost, but I'm really excited to see them do the walk.
Once the parade concluded, it was a Christmas wonderland on the streets, with plenty of vendors being showcased, activities like snow slides, jumpers, and Christmas games. Live performances of classic Christmas tunes were sung throughout the night. Even the Grumpy Grinch was on hand to take pictures with kids. The main event was the Christmas tree lighting, which sent excitement throughout the crowd.
It's a good place for us to spend time together, eat, and be around people, so good time.
The city of San Dimas got to really come together for this holiday extravaganza, with locations like Grinchville, Elves Village, Winter Wonderland, and the North Pole. It included live bands, vendors, games, and activities. This is Aiden Balderas, Foothill Community News.
Old Town Laverne came alive with Christmas cheer in its annual tree lighting ceremony. Reporter Emmanuel Garibaldi-Stevenson was there to show us the magic.
The city of Laverne's annual Christmas tree lighting brought out community and lots of good cheer.
We've been doing this event for over 20 years and culminating with the tree lighting. And it's just a good time for people in the city to come out to explore Old Town, the shops, and do some early Christmas shopping.
No, I just think it's great. I mean, I think it's a great thing that the city of Laverne puts this on, and everybody that just pretty much volunteered and that's a part of it. Just want to thank them for that.
Laverne also showed its artistic side with local music studio Rockstars of Tomorrow, showcasing some of their young artists.
Oh, we love the event. It's really cool. I love the holiday spirit. Everybody's decked out in like Christmas gear. It's a lot of fun.
Make sure you follow us at Halfway to Neptune on Instagram.
Yeah, Halfway to Neptune.
There was also a petting zoo, with animals even getting into the holiday spirit. Attendees had a chance to kick up their heels to the music and grab a photo with Santa. And sticking with traditions, they had a reading of The Night Before Christmas. And the mayor, Tim Hepburn, welcomed the crowd.
On behalf of the Old Town Laverne Business District, Merry Christmas to everybody in Laverne and everywhere else.
The Laverne Chamber of Commerce hosted a Christmas tree lighting. It had pictures with Santa, live music, and a petting zoo, where there's lots of family fun because 'tis the season. Reporting for Foothill Community News, I'm Emmanuel Garibaldi-Stevenson.
Students at the University of Laverne learned about a Christmas cultural tradition celebrated in Hispanic communities. It's called Las Posadas. Reporter Emmanuel Garibaldi-Stevenson tells us more.
Students at the University of Verne came together to celebrate a Christmas tradition, Las Posadas. It's a religious festival that recounts the birth of Jesus Christ and the journey Mary and Joseph took from Nazareth to Bethlehem. Students were able to learn what Las Posadas is and what it means to Latino culture.
It's just such a very important holiday, not only just for the Mexican culture, but all Latin America, because it just represents the religious aspect of our cultures.
The event was organized by the Latino Student Forum. It included music, food, and even a piñata, where students could release some of their school stress. All students were welcomed.
I think it's important because for Latino, it's basically just a 9-day celebration of really celebrating just like family and friends and just spending time with everyone and just really embracing what Catholicism is about.
While it didn't include a nativity scene, it did allow students to learn more about the Las Posadas tradition and enjoy each other's time.
I've really enjoyed this event. I think this is the first time I've seen LSF do an event that I've stumbled across, but so far it's been really, really cool.
The University of Laverne, a Hispanic serving institution, celebrated Las Posadas with food, music, and piñatas. Reporting for Foothill Community News, I'm Emmanuel Garibaldi-Stevenson.
When we come back, we'll tell you about some different approaches people are taking to gift giving this year.
And we'll let you know what's going on around the town.
Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will.
The Christmas shopping season is well underway and is the busiest time of year for retailers. But it looks like they may be losing some revenue this year to secondhand shopping. Reporter Megan Mojica explains the trend.
Christmas gifts that may have been affordable in the past are costing a lot more this year thanks to inflation. Although inflation is down, prices are still higher than normal. According to a survey conducted by Global Data for online resale platform ThreadUp, 62% of shoppers say inflation is causing them to shrink their holiday budget. Many shoppers have found a way to lower expenses this holiday shopping season while also finding unique gifts. The answer is thrifting.
It's not going to be like the stores where they have a million things of the same products. Like here, they're all different.
You can also find deals. A pair of Verne slip-ons normally retail online for $60, but at this Goodwill store in Pomona, I found them for $14.99.
You want to give a more generous gift that might cost more new. You might be able to afford something nicer for that person if you are looking in the secondhand market.
Sustainability communication specialist Lexi Wright says buying secondhand is also good for the environment because you're not adding to greenhouse gases by buying newly manufactured goods.
Of course, if we're purchasing less, we are consuming less greenhouse gases and using less fossil fuels.
Along with the financial and environmental benefits of shopping secondhand, shoppers also enjoy finding unique personal gifts.
Just to get one-of-a-kind gifts that they're not going to get from anyone else.
Although thrifting may be an unconventional way to shop for Christmas presents, it promotes sustainability, making it both a win for your wallet and the environment. Reporting for Foothill Community News, I'm Megan Mojica.
If thrifting is not your cup of tea, then crafting could be a great alternative for gift giving. Reporter Jasmine Soria attended the first ever Fiber Fair.
Dozens of people pulled out their knitting needles and gathered at the Pomona Fairplex for the first ever Fiber Fair. Attendees could shop for yarn, knitting tools, clothing, and learn about the art of knitting and crocheting.
I just really love yarn and have been really into knitting, and I have to be honest, I've been following this on social media since it came out, and I've just been really excited to see the community in LA.
The weekend-long event was organized by the Bates, a family of 4 with the goal of inspiring others to start a new hobby.
This is a family event. My mom is running it, and then me and my 2 sisters were all the organizers. And we've all grown up doing crocheting, knitting our whole lives, especially my mom. She taught us all when we were kids.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, knitting became a popular hobby, and over 45 million Americans knit or crochet.
I learned to knit, and it was like my soul woke up. So I came from corporate America. I learned to knit. Within 4 years of learning to knit, I had quit my job, opened a yarn shop, started designing, and was like, this is my world.
She brought samples of the fair trade yarn that she sells in her shop called Hands-On Knitting.
So those are the yarns that we have today, but in the shop, oodles.
The first ever SoCal Fiber Festival attracted yarn enthusiasts from across the United States and served as a place where the knitting community can come together and share their love and passion for creating. I'm Jasmine Soria, reporting for Foothill Community News.
If you missed the Fiber Fair, don't worry. There's plenty happening around the town this holiday season. The Laverne Chamber of Commerce will host their annual holiday luncheon on Wednesday, December 13th. Come hear your favorite Christmas carols from the Profectus Carol Singers, and be sure to bring a raffle prize for the gift exchange and an unwrapped gift for the toy drive. For more information or to register, visit lavernechamber.org.
Come find your glow this winter during Luminaria Nights at the California Botanic Garden on December 15th and 16th from 6 to 9 p.m. Enjoy peaceful paths lined with luminaria and string lights leading to beautifully illuminated musical venues. There will also be live performances and new art installations to enjoy along with sweet treats and drinks. For more information, visit calgb.org.
The Granite Creek Community Church will hold their annual reenactment of the Living Nativity outdoor drama on Thursday, December 14th through 17th. Along with the show, there will be food, pottery, unique gifts, art, and plants. To register for showtimes, visit their Eventbrite. Admission is free.
Come get into the Christmas spirit and celebrate Las Posadas on Alvarez Street on Saturday, December 16th through December 24th. There will be a children's piñata at 6:30 p.m. and a procession at 7:15, followed by sweetbread and champurrado. Rondalla de Sol will also be performing from 6:30 to 8 p.m. For more information, visit olveraevents.com.
For those of you who are behind on your holiday shopping, get into the festive spirit at A Christmas Boutique in Glendora. Full of holiday delights on December 17th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Enjoy a hot cocoa as you shop through unique vendors with one-of-a-kind gifts. You can also participate in a toy and gift drive that benefits Welcome Home Sober Living for women and children. For more information, visit Eventbrite to get tickets. Admission is free.
Coming up, we'll tell you what's haunting the University of Laverne.
We'll have that story, plus sport rankings and game scores. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Leslie Odom Jr., and today I'm not singing, not acting, none of that actually. But I'm here to tell you one very important thing. Patients with sickle cell disease need our blood. In fact, 1 in 3 African American blood donors is a match for a person living with sickle cell. When you donate blood, you save lives. Visit redcrossblood.org/ourblood to make your appointment to donate today.
We're back with sports reporter Emmanuel Garibaldi-Stevenson, who has our last sports update of the year.
Throw it down, Emmanuel.
Thanks, Nate. There are a few nearby high school basketball teams making noise in local rankings. Let's start with girls basketball. Crosstown rivals Bonita and San Dimas squared off against each other on December 5th, with the Bearcats prevailing on the road 51-38. Both teams were also recognized as top 5 teams in the area according to the San Gabriel Valley Tribune, with Glendora High School nudging themselves in there at number 4 with 8 early wins. Another team with 8 wins in boys high school basketball, the Damien Spartans are 8-1 and second in the Tribune's rankings. The Glendora boys team also made the list, coming in at number 10 with 6 wins against a quality schedule. To wrap up high school hardwood action, the Saints boys team defended their home court, knocking off the rival Bearcats in a close game, 44-42. And I know we've talked about ULV volleyball all year long, but the hits keep on coming even after the season ended. The Lady Leos were eliminated in the Sweet 16 round of the national tournament, but were recently recognized by the city of Laverne for their tremendous efforts this season. They finished their season as the number 15 ranked team nationally with 2 All-Americans. Congratulations to first team selection Junior Mayre and honorable mention selection first year Malia Capistrano. That wraps up sports. Back to you guys.
Thanks for checking in with us, Emmanuel.
Have you ever heard that the University of Laverne is haunted? Well, it may not be just a rumor. Reporter Brandy Peters took on a Laverne haunted walking tour of Founders Hall to find out the truth.
From doors that open mysteriously to a haunted staircase and tales of ghosts in the attic, spirits that haunt the halls of University of Laverne were all part of the Laverne's Historical Society's haunted walking tour. The Society's first tour took this group of ghost hunters to the university's Founders Hall, where a number of people have died since it was built in 1891.
I've seen some creepy stuff tonight, and it's really weird that a lot of people have died in that building over the years.
This tour was full of spooky facts and history, like the story of Professor Gladys Muir, who fell down these steep steps during the 1970s and cracked her skull, later dying in the hospital. She is said to have roamed the building halls. Alumnus Dale Stanley and his son, a student at the university, shared some of their past eerie experiences.
I did, during the tour, tell a story of my finding a seance room, and my son, who is here, swears he had his pair of sunglasses move spontaneously at the site of Skip Monero's death over on the tennis courts.
Founded in 1969, the Laverne Historical Society is committed to encouraging and promoting the history and culture of Old Laverne. The society asked University Professor Emeritus Al Clark, who recently retired after 45 years at the university, to lead the first haunted tour.
I tried to think about all the kinds of things I could talk about and ask people and read up on it and added the things I knew about.
Throughout the campus are memorials of people who have met untimely deaths on the grounds of the university, leading people to believe that their spirits still linger. Laverne Historical Society President Sherry Best shares her inspiration on why the walk came about.
I thought, well, here's a way to learn more. And the time was right, you know, it was around the fall. And after Halloween, before Thanksgiving, I thought, well, this would be just attractive to people.
Tonight, I went on a guided walking tour at the University of Laverne. It was haunted. It was spooky. Even though there was no paranormal activity, there was lots of historical information that was given, and the spirit was alive. Brandy Peters, Foothill Community News.
Big news for burger lovers, McDonald's has been cooking up something special for the new year. According to the company, it's made some improvements to its classic burgers that include a softer brioche bun, more evenly melted cheese, a juicier meat patty, and more secret sauce on its Big Macs. The changes are meant to make McDonald's more competitive with gourmet fast food burgers. Some West Coast cities, like Los Angeles, are already serving up the new burgers.
That'll do it for us. You can watch our newscast, including previous shows, at foothillcommunitynews.org.
Thank you for tuning in for our final episode this season. We'll see you next year.
Bye.